Welcome to the video. So today we're talking carbs. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the straight form of energy. What I'm going to talk about today is how to use them for your lifestyle, when you should or should not eat them, what kind of sources that I have laying around my house. I'll just give you a quick explanatory of what those are. So, first off, carbohydrates are the food that our body uses most for energy, and they're broken up into two different categories, more like three. So you have a complex carb, which is broken down slowly into the bloodstream and absorbed by the muscle at a slower rate. And then you have a simple carb, which is usually a starch or a sugar, which are typically the ones that we avoid in most cases because they come into our body too fast. Now, let me elaborate on that. When we eat carbs primarily, and it happens with protein too, when we eat carbs, we secrete insulin from our pancreas, and what that does is that opens up the muscles to be able to put the carbs into the muscle and then therefore use it for energy. Simple carbs are broken down so fast that a lot of the time we can't get all of them into the muscle, therefore they get stored as fat. Whereas complex carb, it's a slower process, your body gets a chance to actually use those. When you should or should not eat carbs, you will have the best chance of using and burning them if you eat them surrounding your workouts, meaning before, during, and right after your workouts. You don't really need to carb up right before bed, but ultimately you're not going to gain weight unless you're in a calorie surplus. You could eat nothing but carbs, but as long as you are in a caloric deficit, then you always burn body fat. But there is ideal ways to do that. So if I was sitting at a desk job all day, I probably won't be burning a whole lot of carbs. I probably wouldn't eat a whole lot of carbs unless I was looking to gain a lot of weight. If you have questions on how those work, please feel free to message me on here. I will get right back to you. Carbs, some sources that are sitting around my house and some ones that I use frequently. And so we're going to go over the one that I use every day is oatmeal. So I got another video on this called Pimp My Oatmeal. Oatmeal is super cheap, it's super good for you, it's high in fiber. I just realized I never touched on fiber. Fiber is broken up into two categories, soluble and insoluble. Now, a lot of people argue whether there is calories in fiber or not, and the answer is yes, there are calories in fiber. However, soluble fiber does not have calories, insoluble does. But no food nutrition fact ever says the difference. They always just say dietary fiber. So therefore, they usually count it all. But sometimes if you have a food that's super high in fiber, like a carb balance tortilla or something like that, there might be a lot of fiber and there might be lower calories than you think. But I wouldn't overthink that. Kodiak Cakes at Home. I'm a little more sensitive to wheat than my fiance, so I don't eat these, but these are very good. They are complex carbs, and they're mixed with protein powder inside of them. Now, protein powder is pre-digested, so it's meant to be digested quickly, which is why it's optimal to be taken after a workout. Ultimately, food always comes first, but yes, you can do that. Here's another brand called Flapjack. I do believe these are not complex. I believe these are starchy. And these are more of a one-to-one, though. The Kodiak Cakes are a 30 grams of protein, and it will be 60 grams of carbs. Whereas these are 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs. So these are more of a one-to-one ratio. These are very good. I feel like they cook a little bit better, but yeah. Jasmine rice. There are lots of different kinds of rice. You got white rice, brown rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice, chip kong pop rice, and then we got jasmine rice. Oh, jeez, this is leaking. Okay, jasmine rice falls into the white category. White is sugary. Brown rice is the only one that constitutes as a complex carb. Okay, so brown rice also tastes like shit, so there's that. I really don't think it's that important. I don't eat rice in super copious amounts. Oh my god, this is leaking everywhere. It's crazy. Super distracting. Great breakfast food, but I like to eat it whenever, is cream of wheat. If I'm dieting for a contest, I want to keep my stomach really slim, and this is a good way to get lots of carbs without a lot of volume. So this is wheat. So again, I don't digest wheat very well, but this is pulverized and meant for a baby's digestive tract. So therefore, it's very easy to digest for almost anybody. even if you're like gluten intolerant. Pick this up from Trader Joe's. I don't know what's up with this stuff. It's okay. It's called rice and quinoa hot cereal. It's like a knockoff of cream of wheat. It's not very good. Black beans. Black beans are high in carbs. Yes, they're complex carb. They are vegetables, but they are also high in protein. So you have to count for the calories and the protein. Protein is just as high in calories as carbs are, but protein has a completely different function in the body. So make sure you're counting for the protein that you're taking in when you eat your black beans. But yes, this is a very good carb source. Bread. I usually try to go for sprouted bread or whole grain. This is Dave's Killer Bread, good seed. This is a thin slice version, so they're a little bit lower on the carbs. Pretty high in fiber too. So I try to keep bread down to once a day. It is processed carbs, and you'll notice that your body still doesn't digest it super well. It's not as good for you, but you can still have it. I just wouldn't eat it more than once a day typically. And then my all in all favorite carb is sweet potatoes. There's yams, sweet potatoes, Korean sweet potatoes. I think there's another one in there. These are the American sweet potatoes. They're kind of like yellow like that. And they are awesome when you bake them. They are awesome when you cut them up and fry them. They are awesome if you cut them up, put them in an air fryer. They're awesome if you put them in a deep fryer. They're just awesome. They go with everything. They could be in the fridge for like a week and they still taste good. They taste good cold. This is my favorite, most versatile vegetable. They're high in vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin A. Constitute as a vegetable, but most people think of them as a carbohydrate. It's crispy! Sarah is dieting and her diet coach gave her one of these per day. They're 15 carbs. They're not very big. 2.5 grams fat. It is a fast carb. I primarily keep my sugar to right after my workouts. That is actually a time that your body can use sugar pretty well. If you got questions about carbs, go ahead and get at me and I will get back to that comment as soon as I can. It would really do me a big favor if you'd smash that like button and then just keep commenting. Let me know what you want to see next. I think I'll probably do protein next.